measure O dash to A dash distance like this, A dash O dash, then take A dash as a center and draw an arc that would be somewhere here, right? Then measure G dash O dash distance, that would be like this. Measure this distance, put it on the arc, take G dash as a center and draw an arc. So that arc would be like this, and this both these arcs will meet at one point. Say it is somewhere here. So join that point with A dash like this. So this is our point. So this is point B dash, and point B dash would be somewhere here. With the same exercise, you can locate point this A dash, B dash, this O dash. So measure the distance between O dash to A dash, this one, and take A dash center, A dash to O dash as a distance, A dash center, draw an arc that would be somewhere here. Similarly, B dash O dash, that also would be equal, arc like this, and both this arc will meet at one point, and that is the apex point like this. This is the apex point for this front view. So what we have done, we have just redrawn this solid and we can insert its axis like this, which will pass through the point G, G dash and apex point O dash like this. Here is point O dash, apex point is somewhere here. So this is the first step which we have drawn. It shows the freely suspension from rim. This line is drawn. Now we have to draw its top view. So for that, let me divide this top view into equal number of parts. So in this case, let me divide into 4 equal parts or 8 equal parts by drawing a line at an angle of 45 degree with the XY line. So this circle is divided into 4 equal parts. 4 plus 4, 8 becomes total division. Then transfer all these equal divisions to its front view as well by drawing projection lines like this, and join this point with O dash, this point with O dash as well. Point A is here, B is here, so here C, and here is D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And similar points would be here. A dash is here, B dash is here, C dash, D dash are here, 1 dash, 4 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash. Now transfer these points in this base as well by measuring distance from here. So somewhere here, point number A dash, then 1 dash and 4 dash would be here, C dash and 2 dash would be here, 2 dash and 3 dash would be here. Now from these points 1, 2, 3, 4, draw vertical lines like this, and horizontal line from 1 to this one, and horizontal line from point 3 and 4, 1 and 2, and locate the points. Vertical line from point A like this, and horizontal line from point A. So here is one point somewhere here. Similarly, vertical line from point B dash, horizontal line from point B, here is the point. Vertical line from point B and D, B dash and D dash, that would be like this, and horizontal line from point D and C. So all these lines will meet at these points. So these are the 4 points, A, B, C, D, or you can name them as 1, 2, 3, 4, and join all these points with a smooth curve. So for that we need to have some intermediate points. So for those intermediate points, draw vertical lines from 2, 3 and 1, 4, horizontal line from 3, 4 and 2, 3. So they will meet here. So we do have 4 more points like this, and join all these points with a smooth curve. For that, if we are looking from top, this will be fully visible. So join all these points such that all these points are fully visible to us, because if we are looking from top, if we look from here, this circular base would be visible. So join them with the full line. Now about point O dash, apex point. So from O dash, draw straight vertical line from O. This is top view of apex point O. Draw straight horizontal line. Both will meet at one point, that is point O. Now join this O with this smooth elliptical shape in such a way that it becomes tangent to this ellipse, like this. O to the tangent of this ellipse. So this is the top view. This is the top view if the solid is freely suspended from a point on its rim edges. Now in the third line, this we have drawn. Now about this one. Vertical plane containing that axis makes an angle of 60 degree with vertical plane. So we have to tilt this top view in such a way that this is the axis. In this case, this axis is parallel to XY line. We have to tilt in such a way that this axis makes an angle of 60 degree with XY line. So we draw a line at an angle of 60 degree with XY line. That would be like this. This is the XY line which you should show, and this angle is 60 degree. And axis is on this line. Now we have to redraw all these points, locate all these points on this top view. Suppose O point is here, somewhere here. Now measure the distance of point O to all these points, and by drawing arc or by measuring the distance with the help of compass, you can redraw this top view. That would appear like this. I am skipping that step because it's just a revision or repetition of this problem. You can do that. Now from point O, draw a line which is tangent to this ellipse. Draw a line which is tangent to this ellipse. So this step is finished. Now about this front view. How to draw or locate the points in this front view. So for that, let me name each points. So here is point A, here is point B, here is point B dash, B, here is A, upper point is D and lower point is C. A, B, C, D, 4 points are here. Then apex point is somewhere here. Yes. Now we transfer the points. Apex point O is here. So vertical line from apex point O and horizontal line from O dash, this one, and both will meet at one point somewhere here. So here is first point, right? Now second point A is here. So vertical line from point A, that would be like this, and horizontal line from A dash would be somewhere here. Here is the point. Here is point B. So it should be named at a B point, and here is point A. Inner point is A. It's wrong, right? So here we should write A. Here is B. B point would be here. Now vertical line from point A, horizontal line from point A dash. Both will meet at one point. So one point is here also. So we have picked up few points. Point A. Here is point O. Here is point B. Now what's about A dash and B dash and O dash? What's about C and D? So for that also, from D, draw straight vertical line, and from C, draw projection line or straight vertical line, and from B dash and C dash, draw straight horizontal line. So we do have two more points. D point is here, C point is here. So here is point D dash, here is point C dash, right? So we have located 4 points. With the similar exercise, we can also locate the other points like this. Here is say point number 1. So vertical line from this point, horizontal line from point this 1 dash and 4 dash. So that point would be somewhere here. So with the same exercise, we can locate rest all the points, and the curve would be like this. We have to join all these points with the smooth curve. So it would appear an irregular shaped ellipse, which is even not a circle, irregular shaped ellipse like this. And apex point is O is here. So join this apex point like this, so that it becomes tangent to these irregular ribs. Now we have to draw the axis of this solid. So for that, the same exercise which we did in the previous problem. Vertical line from point here, horizontal line from point here. Here is the apex point, and join that apex point, this midpoint with this apex point like this. So this is the axis of this solid, right? So this is the solution of this problem. This one clearly drawn. 3 steps. In the first step, we have drawn top view and front view, assumed that it is lying on HP. Then we located its center of gravity, it is here. Then we have tilted this solid in such a way that this line AG perpendicular to XY line. Then we have transferred the points, drawn this top view, then tilted this top view in such a way that this angle of this axis is 60 degree to XY line, and then we have transferred the points and we have drawn its front view. Now you can insert the dimensions, name the views, say it's a front view, and this is top view. 3 front views and 3 top views. So I hope the solution of this problem is clear to you. Now we continue with another example. The data for this problem is given like this. A right circular cone, diameter 60 mm and height 80 mm, rests on a point on its base circle rim on ground with the vertex 55 mm above the ground. Draw projections when vertex is nearer to vertical plane. So here let me take the hints. A cone 60 mm diameter, 80 mm height is given to us. First draw top view and front view as we did in the previous problem. Tilt front view in such a way that the apex is at 55 mm from XY line and base point on XY line. So these are the steps. Now let me draw this problem. Like this. First step is known to us. First draw circle in the top view and circle which shows the top view of this cone, and triangle which shows the front view of this cone. This step is similar in almost all the problems. Now it is given that this cone having diameter 60 mm, height 80 mm, the vertex is on ground and the rim vertex is 55 mm above the ground, and rim it is resting on its rim. So first we have to find out the position of the vertex point in front view. So for that, let me draw a line which is at a distance of 55 mm above this XY line. That would be somewhere here, right? This height is say 55 mm. You measure this height, it's a 55 mm, like this. Let me write this dimension 55. I hope it's visible. It is given vertex is 55 mm above the ground. So this is vertex point or apex point. Name that apex point as O dash and name rest all points. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and similarly 1 days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days and 8 days in the front view. Now here apex point O dash is here. Put anywhere on this line. Say let we pick up this point O dash on this line somewhere here. Anywhere we can locate, but the thing is that that point should be at a distance of 55 mm from its base or from XY line. Now redraw this triangle in such a way that one point should be on XY line. So for that, what should we do? Measure O dash 5 days distance, this distance, O days 5 days, right? Put it over here. O days is the center, O days 5 days is the radius. Draw an arc, and this arc will cut this XY line at one point. It is somewhere here to this point. Intersection of this arc and this XY line. One point is here. So that is point number 5 days. This one. This is point number 5 days. And join that point with O days with a straight line like this. So we have redrawn this O days 5 days. Similarly, we can redraw 5 days to 1 days. So for that, put the same O days 1 days as a radius, O days center, draw an arc, right? Now 5 days to 1 days as a radius, this one, this distance as a radius, 5 days as a center, draw an arc, an intersection of both this arc is one point, it is somewhere here, and that is point number 1 days. Point number 1 days is here. So now join 5 days, 1 days with a straight line, and O days, 1 days with another straight line. So what we have done, we have redrawn this front view in such a way that the apex point is at a distance of 55 mm from the base, and we can transfer its axis as well by measuring the distance or by drawing the arc and locating respective points. So this is the axis of this cone like this. And we also can transfer these all the points to this point, 2 days and 8 days by measuring this distance. Say 5 days to 2 days is this distance. So this is the distance, and the same distance would be here. So we need to measure once only, and by alternating the project positions we can locate these points. So point number 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days and 8 days, and join those points with apex point O days like this and like this. So this is the first step. We have drawn this one resting on ground, vertex is 55 mm above the ground. Now we need to draw its top view. So how to draw that? So again, for that the same similar steps which we follow.